Hello, everybody. I'm not sure quite what's going on tonight. We've had a few problems with the system, and it wasn't really showing me live, and then cameras were being silly. Anyway, hopefully this is now going out live. I'm trying to see on my own iPad whether it is or it isn't. So we'll give it a few moments to see. You'll probably see that there was. Oh yeah, it looks like I am absolutely on at the moment. So that's coming through. And then cameras are being silly. It's coming through. Excellent. This is now going out live. Fantastic. Right. Okay. I'm just going to pause myself on my own iPad. It's all a bit bizarre, but anyway, I'll pause myself on my own iPad, and then I can carry on talking to you guys. So it looks like I've got 3 people watching me. One of them is probably myself. There we go. Could just put myself in front of the mirror. Anyway, never mind. Right, yes, that's me. I've gone. Three have gone down to 2. So here we are, back again. Yeah, second quiz in May already. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Sylvia, am I on the TV? Brilliant. And the Morrisons are here as well. Fantastic. What a lovely, lovely evening it is as well. And it's actually warmer than I thought it was going to be today. Really, really lovely. So we are now just going to wait a few minutes to see how many other people join us. Hopefully we might get some new faces, or if not, if it's just the loyal gang, then that's brilliant too. I've got a bit of a mash-up with the questions tonight, so I haven't really gone with theme rounds. I've got a new source of questions, and it's all a little bit more mixed up. So hopefully it'll be to your liking, to your taste. If it's not, we'll go back to the old format of having a particular round with a particular theme, but just wanted to mix it up. Didn't want you getting any questions that you might be seeing in any other quizzes that you might be doing, or anything that I might have repeated, because I think the source I was using before, I was getting a few repeat questions, so obviously the quizmaster was having a bit of a brain freeze on that one. So anyway, new source, new questions, let's give it a go. Looks like we've got 5 people watching at the moment. That's wonderful. So, if you can, it'd be great. Use your comments. Just to let me know that you're here. I know sometimes it depends on what kind of device you're watching on, whether those comments are easy to interact with during the quiz or not. But whichever way, however it works best for you, then hopefully you'll still enjoy it, and we will plow on through. I can't hardly believe it's Thursday again, and so of course we've got the 8 o'clock deadline, so that we can all go out and show our appreciation for all of those people who are fly in the room, sorry, all of those people who are working so hard on our behalf. And no, I've tried to avoid anything to do with East Pakistan, Bangladesh, or any others. Doolies are here, Watleys are here, great, that's fantastic, excellent. So we will kick off, because it is now 7 o'clock, and here we are into our ninth grey cells for GAGA. How amazing is that? And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who have donated a small amount for the joy of hearing me witter on in these quizzes. It's absolutely amazing. We're going to have a quick brief board meeting on Monday, and then we will be making some distributions based on the money that's come through from this, and also the money that came through from some strange person climbing the stairs in a lion outfit. I mean, who's going to do that? Anyway, so yeah, so we've got some money in. It's fantastic. Great boost to our funds. And we're not going to hold on to it. We want to get it out there, getting it out there, making a difference and really changing lives. So thank you. Right, enough of that. Let's get on. And this is just going to be round 1. So those of you who enjoyed, Julia can't see me. Okay, why can't you see me, Julia? Let me just message her on WhatsApp. So on the GAGA page. So hopefully she will find me on the GAGA page. that's where you need to be, Julia, on the GAGA page, not on my own Facebook. Although previously, earlier this evening, I did end up doing a little post to my own one. As I say, I was having some issues getting this whole thing to work again. Anyway, so tonight, slightly different. We're not going to have particular rounds on particular subjects. Tonight, I've just got a new source of questions, and they're all a little bit mishmashed up. So it's almost like 4 potluck rounds. But I hope you'll enjoy them. I think, you know, it's a slightly different quizmaster. I hope you enjoy them. Okay, so here we are. Let's see. Hopefully, we've got 6. Hopefully, that's Julia now found us on the Goodwill and Growth for Africa Facebook page, because that's where we are going out live. Round 1. Question 1. For what inappropriate act was Prince Harry in the news in January 2005? Can you remember back that far? For what inappropriate act was Prince Harry in the news in January 2005? Okay, a few seconds of thinking time on that one. There's got a lot of press coverage, so hopefully it's something you all remember. Okay, question number 2. Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Jawed Karim were jointly responsible for the development of which internet phenomenon? So that's Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Jawed Karim, jointly responsible for the development of which internet phenomenon? Would you like me to? Oh, the Waddles are here. Yes, Carolyn, you're on. Fantastic. And Julia's here as well. That's brilliant. You're all on. Do you want me to write those names down? So 3 people working together. Steve Chan and Chad Hurley and where was I? Jawed Karim. All worked together and created something which is an internet phenomenon. Okay, question number 3. As of the 1st of July 2007, what could you no longer do in a public house in England? So that date again, the 1st of July 2007, what could you no longer do in a public house in England? Excellent. Few more seconds of thinking time for you there, guys. Okay, so we're hopping around a little bit. Don't worry if you missed the first couple, because as per usual, I will go over them at the end of the round, so you can catch some up as well. And all of the rounds tonight are all effectively a bit of potluck. They're all a bit of a mashup tonight. Right, are we ready for question number 4? What was the middle name of Wolfgang Mozart? What was the middle name of Wolfgang Mozart? Okay. Question number 5. The song You'll Never Walk Alone was written by Rodgers and Hammerstein for which musical? Okay, so the song You'll Never Walk Alone was written by Rodgers and Hammerstein For which musical? Of course, it was famously Gerry and the Pacemakers. Fantastic. So Julia is liking the questions. That's great. I hope you all are. Oh, I think I've moved up the screen. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Gerry and the Pacemakers recorded it, but it was actually written for a musical. Which musical was it? Question number 6. What is the study of right and wrong and moral ambiguities? So what are you studying if you are looking at the study of right and wrong and moral ambiguities? What subject will you be studying? A few more seconds there, thinking time. And we will move right on to question number 7 in round 1. Question number 7. What is the new name for what used to be the John Hanning Speke Airport in Liverpool? So the new name for something that used to be the John Hanning Speke Airport in Liverpool. What is the new name? Okay. And finally, the final question in round 1, question number 8. The Gorbals is a famous working class area of which city? The Gorbals is a famous working class area of which city? Okay, Julia's saying who else is there? So, Julia, we have got the Waddles, we have got the Morrisons, we have got the Hamers from the South Coast, we have got Carolyn from my next door neighbour, just over the fence. We have got the Watley boys. Who else have I missed? I hope I haven't missed anybody. Oh, and the Dooleys. We have the Dooleys as well. We have Annette and I guess Grace, and possibly Gav diving in for those sports questions. Okay, so yeah, a good group. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Really appreciate it. Okay, so let's just run through those questions for round one more time, just in case you missed any or joined a little bit late. Question number 1: for what inappropriate act was Prince Harry in the news in January 2005? Question number 2: Steve Chen, Chad Hurley, and Jawed Karim were jointly responsible for the development of which internet phenomenon? Question number 3: as of the 1st of July 2007, what could you no longer do in a public house in England? Question number 4: what was the middle name of Wolfgang Mozart? Question number 5: the song You'll Never Walk Alone was written by Rodgers and Hammerstein for which musical? Question number 6: what is the study of right and wrong and moral ambiguities? Question number 7: what is the new name of what used to be the John Hanning Speke Airport in Liverpool? And finally, for round 1, the Gorbals is a famous working class area of which city? Okay. I hope you've all got an answer for something. Yep, thank you, Mick. The questions are good. I think they are. I like this one. It's a good mix. So let's go straight into those answers then. Are you ready? The answer to question number 1 is Prince Harry famously dressed up as a Nazi at a fancy dress party. He dressed as a Nazi. That's what we're looking for. Question number 2, those guys, they are responsible for YouTube, where you can catch all the back catalogue of Grey Cells for Gaga. Now that I've worked out how to take it from Facebook and put it onto YouTube. So YouTube is the answer we were looking for. The 1st of July 2007 is when the smoking ban came in. So you could no longer smoke a cigarette in a public house in England as of that date. And question number 4, we are looking for the name Amadeus. Amadeus, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Also a famous song about him as well. Question number 5, You'll Never Walk Alone was written for the musical Carousel. Carousel. Question number 6, we are looking for the study of ethics. Right and wrong and moral ambiguities. We're looking for ethics. Question number 7, that airport in Liverpool is, of course, now the John Lennon. So Liverpool John Lennon Airport. And finally, the city we're looking for is Glasgow. The Gorbals is a working class area of Glasgow. And we've got 8 people now watching, so I think we've got somebody new watching. That's great. If you can, drop us a comment so we know who you are. If you can't, because I know on some devices it's not that easy, welcome anyway. It's great to see you. Okay, so what have we got? Some scores. Oh, it's Irene. Hi, Irene and Graham. 4 for the Morrisons. First to declare. Always the first to declare. 5 for the Watleys. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're pitching this right. Not too easy, not too hard. You know, Goldilocks. 5 out of 8. 4 for Carolyn next door. Okay, 4 for the Dooleys. Good, excellent. A solid start. And 6 for Julia. That's brilliant. Okay, fantastic. Right, going well. 5 for the Hamers. Right, well, it's anybody could win. We're very close. Let's go on to round 2. Are you ready? Pencil sharpened? Haha, ready. Question number 1. What is the capital of the Bahamas, accounting for 75% of its population? What is the capital of the Bahamas, accounting for 75% of its population? Bit of friendly rivalry going on there between Julia and Mick. Great, excellent. Okay, that's question number 1 in round 2. Are we ready for question number 2 of round 2? Ready? Okay, this is another one. This is going to stretch the old brain cells. I'm sure you've got this one tucked away somewhere deep inside. Which early Greek academic was the first to have recorded his studies of different animals and their anatomy and physiology? Which early Greek academic was the first to have recorded his studies of different animals and their anatomy and physiology? Can't make it too easy, can we? Got to throw some of those curveballs in. Bit more thinking time for that one, I think. Cheers. Okay, I guess that's an either you know it or you don't kind of thing. But you'll probably kick yourself when you hear the answer. Anyway, question number 3 of round 2. Britain's first public library, Chetham's Library, was established in 1653. In which city? So Britain's first public library was called Chetham's Library, and it was established in 1653, but in which city? Okay. Everything all quiet on the Western Front on all devices. Good. Excellent. Right. Question number 4 of round 2. In which country in 2001 were 12 British plane spotters arrested and held on suspicion of spying? Oh, the Mitchinsons have arrived. Hi. We're into round 2, guys. Just to let you know, it's not themed in particular. It's just going to be 4 rounds. They're all a bit of a mashup. So we're just into, that was just question number 4 of round 2. So I will go over them after we finish anyway, so you can catch up on those first 3. Okay, so question number 4, one more time. In which country in 2001 were 12 British plane spotters arrested and held on suspicion of spying? Oh, we've had another message from Thousand Hills in South Africa. Hi Dawn, hi Karen, hi everybody there. Don't know who's on. It's lovely to hear from you guys. You're doing a fantastic job. You're working so hard in just unbelievable circumstances. We're so behind you, so proud of you. Okay, halfway through round 2. We're now into question number 5 on round 2. If you dialed +33 at the start of an international call, which country would you be ringing? If you dialed +33 at the beginning of an international call, which country would you be dialing? Can we remember? Can we remember? Okay. Question number 6 of round 2. In which British national park can the old cottage owned by the poet William Wordsworth be found? Oh, this one's a bit trickier, is it? This round's a bit harder. Okay. So, question number 6 again. In which British national park can the cottage previously owned by poet William Wordsworth be found? The famous poet William Wordsworth. But where was his cottage? Okay. Question number 7. You're not going to like me for this one. Okay, question number 7. Who was voted as Russia's president in the country's first elections after dismantling of the communist state on the 12th of June 1991? Okay, that question again. Who was voted in as Russia's first president in the country's first elections after dismantling the communist state on the 12th of June 1991? Those of you who are old enough to remember Spitting Image would probably remember this guy. He was quite brutally satirized in that show. And now the final question in round 2. So question number 8 for round 2. We're back to history, I'm afraid. In 1909, Louis Blériot, and I'll write that down in a minute, Louis Blériot, a Frenchman, became the first aviator to cross which stretch of water? 1909. Louis Leroy. In 1909, he became the first aviator to cross which stretch of water? And he was a Frenchman, by the way. Okay. Wow. We're flying on these tonight. We're only 20 odd minutes in and we're flying. Good. Excellent. So let's just run through those questions in round two, just in case anybody joined just after we started round two. So question number one, what is the capital of the Bahamas, accounting for 75% of its population? Question number two, which early Greek academic was the first to have recorded his studies of different animals and their anatomy and physiology? Question number three, Britain's first public library, Chetham's Library, was established in 1653. In which city? Question number four, in which country in 2001 were 12 British plane spotters arrested and held on suspicion of spying? Question number five, if you dialed +33 at the beginning of an international call, which country would you be ringing? Question number six, in which British national park can the old cottage owned by poet William Wordsworth be found? Question number seven, who was voted in as Russia's president in the country's first elections after the dismantling of communism on 12th of June 1991? And finally, in 1909, Louis Belroy, a Frenchman, became the first aviator to cross which stretch of water? Okay. Okay, I don't know if you're debating any answers. I don't know if you're looking over each other's shoulders. But shall we have the answers? Okay. Round two. Question one. We are looking for Nassau. Nassau is the capital of the Bahamas. Question number two. That ancient Greek, he was Aristotle. Aristotle. Question number three. The first library was in Manchester. Surprising, isn't it? I thought it would be London, but it's Manchester. And in 2001, those hapless tourists, plane spotters, were in Greece when they were arrested and held on suspicion of spying. Question number five, +33, you would be calling France. Question number six, William Wordsworth Cottage is in the Lake District, the Lake District National Park, the Lake District. Oh, we've got 10 people watching now, so hello if you've just joined. We're just doing the answers to round two. We've got 2 more rounds to go, so don't worry if you've missed a little bit. Question number 7, the answer is Boris Yeltsin. Boris Yeltsin, the first Russian president after the fall of communism. And in 1909, French aviator went across the English Channel. Okay. So we think this was a little bit trickier this round. Let's see how the scores are. Let's see if those scores bear out. A little bit trickier or not. Trying to see on my own iPad whether it is or it isn't. So we'll give it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, no. We're doing all right. Fives, fives, fives. Four from the Whatleys. Okay. Well, okay. Never mind. And five. Five, 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 five. Well, I think this is good. This is good. Four again. Four again from Cannon. Oh, three. And the Mitchumans are back in the bongo. Back in the bongo. On the drive, I hope. Four from, and five. Five from Graham and Irene. Excellent. Oh, well, that's really good. Okay, fantastic. Well, look at that. We're halfway through. We're halfway through on the time. We're halfway through on the quiz. How about that? So let's, without further ado, charge straight into round three. Round three. Here we go. Another mashup. Round three. Question number one. What connects the voting systems in Australia, Singapore, and Turkey? So something about the way those countries vote that is the same across those three countries. What connects the voting systems in Australia, Singapore, and Turkey? Oh, I think this. I think you'll get some in here. I think, Irene. I think this round's for you, definitely. Okay. Question number two. Which long-established business institution in London allowed women in for the first time in 1973? Which long-established business institution in London allowed women in for the first time in 1973? Wow. It's hard for us to believe, isn't it, that's relatively recent. Okay. Question number three. For what is the town of Whitstable in Kent best known? For what is the town of Whitstable in Kent best known? That's a few seconds of thinking time for that. Whitstable in Kent. Okay. Question number four. In which Olympic sport might you get a double axel or a triple salcho? Oh, good. Right. So, Julia, I'm expecting you to know this one, that one then. That question number three. So, question number four again. In which Olympic sport might you get a double axel or a triple salcho? Right. Question number five. Round three. Question number five. Many cars are now fitted with a GPS navigational system. What does GPS stand for? Many cars are now fitted with a GPS navigational system. But what does GPS stand for? Give you a few seconds to have a little bit of a debate about that. Oh, got a weekend away plan. Lovely. Soon. I hope so for your sake. Okay, you'll need your GPS to get there, won't you? See? Connected. Right, question number six. Which country supplies about 40% of the tea drunk in the UK? Which country supplies about 40% of the tea drunk in the UK? Question number 7. What was the name of Christina Aguilera's 1999 single that rocketed her to stardom as a teenager, reaching #1 in the US and the UK? What is the name of Christina Aguilera's 1999 single that rocketed her to stardom as a teenager, reaching #1 in the US and UK? Bit of thinking time, bit of a debate. Okay, I hope I'm going at the right speed. I seem to be going quite fast through these, so if I'm going too fast, send me a quick message. Okay, and finally, in round 3, question number 8. Now, this one actually, a little bit of an aside. When I first looked at this question, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm sure there's loads of answers. But what you've got to think about is the common answer. Okay, that's a little hint, just a kind little hint, because I'm, feeling kind. Okay, are you ready? Question number 8. For what have Snoop Dogg, Naomi Campbell, Gerard Depardieu, and David Hasselhoff all been arrested? Okay, so that's that rogues gallery. What have I done here? Right, let me write those down for you. Okay, so there's a whole 4 people, and they have all been arrested. Actually, a variety of things when you Google them, but there's one thing that they all have in common. They were all arrested for this particular offence, and that's the offence that we're looking for. So we've got Snoop Dogg, Naomi Campbell, Gerard Depardieu, and David Hasselhoff. Oh, Serena's dropped off, or has she dropped off? Has she come back? I don't know. She had a call. There we go. It happens. That's fine. Right. So all of those 3, the Rogues Gallery, Snoop Dogg, Naomi Campbell, Gerard Depardieu, and David Hasselhoff, they've all been arrested, and for various things actually, but there's one thing that they all have in common, that they were all arrested for on separate occasions, I might add. Okay. So let's go through questions from round 3 one more time, very quickly. Question number 1. What connects the voting systems in Australia, Singapore, and Turkey? Question number 2. Which long-established business institution in London allowed women in for the first time in 1973? Question number 3. For what is Julia's favourite town of Whitstable in Kent best known? Nothing to do with the fact that it's Julia's favourite, she just told us that. But for what is the town of Whitstable in Kent best known? Not for it being Julia's favourite. You can't get that for the answer. Question number 5. Many cars. Oh, sorry, I missed out question number 4. Question number 4. In which Olympic sport might you get a double axel and a triple salcho? Question number 5. Many cars are now fitted with a GPS navigational system. But what does GPS stand for? Question number 6. 40% of the drunk in the UK. Question number 7. What was the name of Christina Aguilera's 1999 single that rocketed her to stardom as a teenager, reached #1 in both the US and the UK? And finally, for what offence have Snoop Dogg, Naomi Campbell, Gerard Depardieu and David Hasselhoff all been arrested? Okay. Oh, fish and chips tonight, Julia. Yum. Good plan. Good plan. Where's your closest chippy? Wellsbourne, probably. Okay, are we ready for some answers, guys? Are we ready for some answers? Pencil sharpened? The answer to number 1 of round 3 is each of those countries. Oh, number 7 again. Okay. What was the name of Christina Aguilera's 1999 single that rocketed her to stardom as a teenager, reaching #1 in the US and the UK? So we're looking for the name of the song that Christina Aguilera sang in 1999. Right. Let's go with the answers then. Okay, are we ready? The answer to question number 1: in Australia, Singapore and Turkey, it is compulsory. It is compulsory to vote. Compulsory to vote. That's what connects them. And in 1973, women were allowed for the first time into the London Stock Exchange. Whitstable in Kent. Are you ready, Julia? It's oysters. Oysters is the answer that we're looking for. That's what it's famous for. That triple salcho and double axel is figure skating. They are moves in figure skating. I will accept skating, I think. Yes. Yeah. I'm feeling kind. Told you I was feeling kind today. GPS is a global positioning system. A global positioning system. And 40% of the tea that we drink here in the UK comes from Kenya. Comes from Kenya. And that Christina Aguilera 1999 hit was the Genie in the Bottle. Genie in the Bottle. And finally, that misdemeanor that rogues gallery have all over a course of time been arrested for is in-flight or airport misbehavior. In-flight or airport misbehavior. So Snoop Dogg was in 2006, Naomi Campbell in 2008, Gerard Depardieu in 2011, and Hasselhoff was in 2006 as well, but a separate incident from Snoop Dogg. Not the same. So in-flight or airport misbehavior. All thrown off flights, or Snoop Dogg had a fight at Heathrow. Anyway, there we go. So another 5 from the models. Oh, yeah, sure. I will repeat the answers. So the answer to number 1 is it is compulsory vote. The answer to number 2 is the London Stock Exchange. The answer to number 3 is oysters. The answer to number 4 is figure skating. The answer to number 5 is global positioning system. The answer to number 6 is Kenya. The answer to number 7 is Genie in the Bottle. And the answer to number 8 is that they have all arrested for in-flight or airport misbehavior. In-flight or airport misbehavior. Oh, 6 from the Morrisons, very strong. Oh dear, 2 from the Watts, not so good. 4 from the Dooleys, 5 from Hutchinson's with a call in between. Excellent. Did he answer any? 4 from the Hamers. Fantastic. Okay, not bad, not bad. And 5 from Graham and Irene. Or Graham. And Irene's cheering from the side. Fantastic. Great. Okay, guys. Well, here we are. We're here. We're here at round 4 already. Round 4. And we have been going for 3/4 of an hour. The timing could, oh, 3/4, yeah, time could be better. I must be getting quite good at this. Right, okay. Are we ready? Because we need to finish just before 8 so that we can pop out and do the old applause-y thing. And 4 from Barney. Okay, great. Fantastic. Okay, are you ready, guys? Round 4. Question 1, round 4. There's 2 parts to this answer. Okay, 2 parts to this answer. I will give you a point for each, I think. Point for each. Why not? So, who is the lead singer of Coldplay, and in which English city was he brought up? So 2 parts to the question. Who is the lead singer of Coldplay, and in which English city was he brought up? Give it a try now. Okay, a little bit more thinking time there. So 2 parts. I'm looking for the name of the singer and also the city in which he was brought up. Okay, this is another connection here. Okay, question number 2. What connects Hadrian's Wall, the standing stones at Avebury, Ironbridge Gorge, and Kew Gardens? What connects those 4 places? Hadrian's Wall, the standing stones at Avebury, Ironbridge Gorge, and Kew Gardens. Okay, something they've all got in common, those 4 sites. So we're on round 4. That's question number 2 of round 4. Yes, you can have 2 points for question number 1 if you get both parts right. Yeah, absolutely, Irene. I think that definitely deserves a 2-pointer. Right, question number 3. Which English city boasts the renovated Albert Docks as a visitor attraction? Which English city boasts the renovated Albert Docks as a visitor attraction? Very nice it is too. Went there a few years ago. Okay, question number 4. Halfway through the final round for this evening, round 4. Question number 4. Who married Michael Douglas in a lavish wedding in New York in the year 2000? Who married Michael Douglas in a lavish wedding in New York in the year 2000? You know that one, Irene? Good. And I strongly suspect that your brother-in-law Douglas too. Okay. Do we remember? Do we remember? That's the question. Question number 5. What political party was founded in Dublin by Arthur Griffith in 1905? So a bit more serious now. Back to some real proper history. What political party was founded in Dublin by Arthur Griffith in 1905? Okay. 1905, political party founded in Dublin by Arthur Griffith. Question number 6. The plane carrying the Manchester United team crashed in 1958, bringing them back from a European quarter-final against which side? Okay, so we're back to 1958, quite serious situation. The plane carrying the Manchester United team crashed in 1958, bringing them back from a European quarter-final against which side? Okay, a bit of thinking time for that one. Question number 7. What do the 5 rings on the Olympic movement logo symbolize? So the 5 rings on the logo, what do they symbolize? The 5 rings of the Olympic movement symbol. Nothing to do with that Christmas song, 5 gold rings. And the final question for tonight, question number 8 of round 4, final question. Who was the 2019 BBC Sports Personality of the Year? Who was the 2019 BBC Sports Personality of the Year? It's going to be quite hard for them to do a 2021, isn't it? Thinking about it, since we've had no sports for about 8 weeks. So who was the 2019 BBC Sports Personality of the Year in 2019? That's it. That's your 8 questions in round 4. Oh, and I've got the same problem with my video, but I know when I had this problem on Tuesday, it's completely black screen, but you guys could still hear me. So hopefully that is still the case, because otherwise you'll have a sleepless night not knowing the answers to this quiz. So are we ready? Let's just run through those questions one more time, and then I'll give you the answers. So question number 1. Who is the lead singer of Coldplay, and in which English city was he brought up? Question number 2. What connects Hadrian's Wall, the Standing Stones at Avebury, Ironbridge Gorge, and Kew Gardens? Question number 3. Which English city boasts the renovated Albert Docks as a visitor attraction? Question number 4. Who married Michael Douglas in a lavish wedding in New York in the year 2000? Oh, great. You can still hear me. Can you still see me, though? I don't know. And question number 5. What political party was founded in Dublin by Arthur Griffith in 1905? Question number 6. The plane carrying the Manchester United team crashed in 1958, bringing them back from a European Cup quarter-final against which side? And question number 7, what do the 5 rings of the Olympic movement symbolize? And finally, question number 8, who was the 2019 BBC Sports Personality of the Year? Okay, well, hopefully you've got all of those. You can see me, you can hear me, that's fine. I can see your comments, I just can't see me. So that's fine. So I can see your scores when you get the answers. So let's have a go with these answers. So question number 1, again, I say there's 2 parts to this, and you can have 2 points if you get both bits right. So we're looking for Chris Martin, and he grew up in Exeter. Exeter. Whitestone House, apparently. So Exeter, Chris Martin and Exeter. Question number 2. All of those places, they are all designated World Heritage Sites. World Heritage Sites. Question number 3. We're looking for the city of Liverpool. The renovated Albert Dock is now a tourist attraction of Liverpool. Question number 4. Michael Douglas married Catherine Zeta-Jones in 2000. Catherine Zeta-Jones. And the political party founded in Dublin was Sinn Féin. Sinn Féin. The Manchester United team in 1958, they played a European Cup quarter-final against Red Star Belgrade. I'll take just Belgrade if you got Belgrade. Red Star Belgrade. Question number 7, the 5 rings of the Olympic movement, they represent the main populated continents of the world. And finally, that 2019 BBC Sports Personality of the Year was cricketer Ben Stokes. Okay, how did you go, guys? How did you go? Anybody need me to repeat any answers, or did you all catch those? Hopefully you did. Okay. I'm not getting any comments through. I don't know if that. Oh, there we go. Yes, I have. Yeah. So the model's got 5. Okay, came back strong. Came back strong. And 6 from Lynn, the Morrisons. Thank you. Thank you very much, Julia Bartley. A strong finish, and a strong finish from the models up in Scotland as well. 7 from the Mitchinsons. Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you so much for supporting me in this. It's an absolute joy. I'm not quite sure what goes on sometimes with the video feed, but as long as you can see me and hear me, that's brilliant. So thank you ever so much. Yeah, enjoy your fish and chips, Julia. And everybody have a great evening and have a lovely day tomorrow with Bank Holiday Monday on a Friday. Hey, you know, we're in an upside down world, so why shouldn't it be the case? So have a great long weekend, guys. Lovely that you've all joined. I'll be back again on Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed this new format of the quizzes. And yeah, I will definitely. Thanks, guys. Cheerio. Good night. Have a great evening. Bye.